Hello. I think I am live now. Can you hear me okay? Hello. Is this thing up? Excuse me. Okay. Let us begin. If you are new here and have a question, feel free to put it in the chat. If you have a topic you would like me to discuss, feel free to put that in the chat. My name is Jason Dombrow. I'm a professional organizer with Under the Clutter here in Los Angeles. And for 21 years, I've been helping people get unstuck from their stuff. And if that sounds like something you need help with, feel free to jump on in and ask a question, listen up, whatever works for you. Okay. Um, I will let you know that if you want to find me online, you can at undertheclutter.com. I will put that in the chat. And I also wrote a short little article based on what I'm about to describe that you can purchase in the Amazon Kindle shop for $2.99, or if you have the unlimited Kindle, then it's free. And that's also there. I also want to tell you to check out Spreadshirt.com and look up UTC clutter-free, and you will find some merchandise if you want to organize in somebody else's clothes, or a different type of clothes, I should say, because they will be your clothes if you buy them. Anyway, obviously I can be found here on YouTube. You can also find me at TikTok at UTC Clutter Free, or on Instagram at Under the Clutter. And I do go live here usually every 2 weeks. So if you want to mark your calendar, subscribe so you know when I go live, that would be the best. And then you get notified when I do go live. But if you have a question about organizing or a topic you want me to discuss, feel free to put it in the chat and I will answer any questions you have. Otherwise, we're going to talk about organizing. What is organizing? What do you think organizing is? Is it bows and rainbows and ribbons and boxes and stuff like that? Well, some of it, but it's not really organizing to me. Organizing is something that makes sense. It has a pattern. It's really not the right word. There's an intention to it. There's an experience you want to experience. There's a feeling you want to feel. There's a way you want to be able to be in this space. It's creating with intention. You know, if you like the experience you have in your house, then there would be no need for you to listen or even organize. You could listen, but there's no need for you to organize your house if you have no issue with it. I don't know if I'm having, I think the internet caught up. I think. Anyway, hopefully you could hear me and see me and all the rest. And if you have a question that you want to ask a home organizer with 21 years experience, please come on in, hit the chat, place your question or topic there, and I will see it. I think I can do copy. Can I do this? No. Okay. That's not to do. I copied the thing, but I can do this. Bear with me a second. And this is this. This is this. This is this. This is this. And go. Okay. I think I am posting what I want to post. Yeah. Okay. That's what I wanted to do. Anyway, if there's anybody that has a question or a topic you would like me to discuss, feel free to put that in the chat. There is my website already listed and a little link to a pamphlet I wrote called Organizing a Space of Possibility. And it's a cute little starter for what I'm about to talk about. It's $2.99 in Kindle, or if you have unlimited, it's $0. It's free, and I hope you enjoy it because it's good. So I'm not quite sure your relationship with space, but I know you've had experiences. And the experiences that you could have on in space is to create a home, is to have the experience of being home. Maybe that's relaxing, maybe that's being productive, maybe that's crafting, maybe that's, I don't know, a music room, maybe that's a sex dungeon, maybe that's a man cave, maybe it's anything you want it to be. The only limit to your house is how limited your imagination is. Dare I say that you can play bold and play it all, play big if you need to, but go all in if you're going to do something. If you're going to do it, go all in. If you're going to make a bar, make a bar. You know, make it be the way you want it to be. That's how you should experience your house. The house you wait the way you want it. You know, that's a novel idea, I understand. But life is an experience, and you have experiences every day. And every day that you walk into your house, you either like the experience or you don't. And there's not really anyone that can say that they can't change it, because you can. You might not know that you can't change it, but you can change the experience that you have when you walk in your house. Do you feel welcome? Do you want to feel welcome? Are you willing to do what it takes to make the changes? Because you may have to change everything. You may not be willing to go that far. You may not have to go that far, but you have to be willing to go that far. Being willing to do something and doing something are very different. I'm willing to win the lotto, but I haven't. Do you see what I'm saying? You could organize, you could want to, you can be willing to organize your home. But if you're not willing, then it's not going to work. I mean, you could want to organize your home, but if you're not willing, then it's not going to happen. It takes the willingness for things to find their home. And in order for you to be at home, things have to be at home. And unless you're willing to change, then nothing's going to change. And you're going to have the same experience that you have now in your home, and no fault to your own other than it is your own fault. But that brings me to the fact that you can change it, that you have the power to change your experience by what the intention or the context you have for that space is. Have you ever thought about what that is? Likely not. A friend of mine, her mother created a country kitchen. That was her phrasing. This is my country kitchen. And every winter, she would change it to blue, and every spring, she'd change it to red. And she did this every year with the curtain. I mean, the curtains. Curtains changed, the napkins changed, everything changed from blue to red and red to blue. Every time the season changed, because she wanted a country kitchen. That was important to her. And so it gives you the visual of things that were there. The curtains were plaid. One were blue plaid, and one were red plaid, or checkered, whatever you call it. But that was her imagination. She wanted a country kitchen. She always dreamt of it, she said. I always dreamt of wanting a country kitchen, and now I've got one. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. She was willing to imagine it. She was willing to be bold and have it. And she was a little playful with changing the colors, because that was something that mattered to her. You know, this is not necessarily a minimalist approach. It's a space optimization approach. But above that, it's about you loving where you are. It's about loving your home. That's the important part. If you don't love it, then you're not going to be at home. It won't feel like home because there's always something there irritating you. So you'll have to ask yourself, do I like how I feel when I'm in this space? If the answer is no and you're willing to change and you want to organize your home, stand at the entranceway of the door of whatever room you're walking into, even if it's the entranceway to your house, and ask yourself, how do I want to feel when I walk in here? What do I want to use this space for? Don't just quickly answer the thing. Just sit there and observe what comes up. What do you see yourself doing there? Is it something that you can't even fathom allowing yourself to do because it's so outrageously you that people might judge it and you're afraid of people judging it? Is it one of those? But if it's something that you love and that brings you that much delight, to me, it's worth the fortune. That is the fortune. To love the space you're in, to love the home that you create, and to use your home so that it works for you when you need to work for you. Your house dictates how much furniture you have, and the furniture dictates how much stuff you get to keep. You get to choose whether you like the furniture. Well, one, whether you like the house. Two, whether you like the furniture. And three, what stuff gets to be kept. But if you organize inside of a intention or a context or a theme or an experience or a feeling, pick your word, everything will matter in relation to that. So against the context of enjoying your home, everything you must enjoy. If everything is to be calm, then everything must calm you down or bring you tranquility, peace of mind, something to that effect. Do you understand? Is if I'm drinking this water out of a glass, I have a different experience of the water, the content, your stuff. The context is the cup is your home. I have a different experience of my home stuff. I have the difference of in my stuff in my home because the home is made of glass. If the home was made of styrofoam, I'd have a different experience of my stuff. If you could understand that, then you could understand what I'm talking about. If I was drinking that out of a coffee mug, that would be a different experience. A wine glass would be a totally different experience. What do they call those things? A float glass, something like that. It would be a totally different experience. Oh no, that I'm thinking of a flute, but that's not the one. A tumbler, I think is what it's called. It's a totally different experience. If it had ice in it, it would be a different experience. If the water was warm, it would be a different experience. Everything affects the experience, but that you can manipulate the space to create how you experience and what you feel is the beauty of organizing. You start with the structure and you say, yeah, this says community room to me. All the seats face each other, so it says community to me. It might not to you, but it does to me. And it's my house and my space, so my vote matters. Now, if I wanted your opinion, I would have asked, and I would have seen what you would have done. But that neither of which happened, neither of which were desired. So, my community room says community because everything faces each other. I'm actually in the midst of changing a little bit because I moved some CDs in here because the only place to play them is in here, and they weren't in here, and it didn't make sense to me. But I don't like the way they're stored at the moment, so I have to figure out a different way to store them. So that's kind of where I'm at the moment. Uh, Yeah, because it's definitely something's got to change, and it's what changes. You know what I mean? So it will get messier before it gets better. It will. But that's half the journey. And sometimes the journey leads you into a different room altogether, and you start organizing that room, and then it doesn't make sense. What did I come in here for? And then you walk into the other room, and somehow something occurs differently because you had that little excursion with yourself. That's the whole point. Go on the excursion. Allow yourself to follow the magic. That's the magic. That's the universe saying, "Hey, come play with me. Come this way." And as you go, you're gonna know what you need and know what you can let go of. Use it, lose it. You'll know. You're gonna know that there's items that you have been wanting to fix or repair or wash or something. It has been there forever, and it's going to continue to be there. But if you don't put it in an inconvenient spot, yes, inconvenient spot, it's never going to be a convenient time to do it. So put the things that you need fixed, or just throw it out and know that you're never going to get it fixed and you're never going to get it repaired, and that's okay. The space, excuse me, is more valuable to me than your aggravation. So go from there. I don't know what is going on. Excuse me. But you should, ask yourself, how does my house make me feel? How does this make me feel? Do I feel at home? If I don't, what would I change? What's irritating me? What stands out? What catches my attention? What is something that I am not able to be relaxed, let's say, for the example of this room? What irritates me that I'm not allowed, that I don't can't relax in my room? Well, the fact that the CDs are not either covered or they just don't make sense and they're off balance, it annoys me. That's one thing. The other thing is there's some DVD covers that I have to put some DVDs in, but I haven't done that either. But I forgot that I needed to do that. But it bothers me because it's just a stack of things and it makes things look terrible. So I can do that because I can sit here and go, oh, that doesn't make me happy. The fact that those things aren't hung up on the wall yet doesn't make me happy. The fact that I haven't cut this thing, this, what do they call it? Foam to make some benches outside is just sitting here in the middle of nowhere doing nothing. But it's in my way and it irritates me. And now I have to move it somewhere else where I can just do it and cut it, you know? Anyway, I hope all that makes sense. Again, if you are here on YouTube and want to find some stuff to organize in, or some clothing or some other apparatus that has our little logo on it, feel free to go to spreadshirts.com and look up Under the Clutter, or UTC clutter-free might be a better way to do it. And you can find some things there to help you organize. If you're on TikTok, you can go to the TikTok shop. And if you're on Instagram, I'm sorry, you're out of luck. They don't offer shirts. No, I don't know. But you can find me here on YouTube and on TikTok at UTC Clutter Free. Instagram, it's at Under the Clutter. And then if you need more information about me or how to reach me, I could be reached at undertheclutter.com and through the contacts information page. If you want to buy a pamphlet of organizing a space of possibility, a little pamphlet that's available on Kindle, feel free to do that. The link is in the comments, or search for Organizing a Space of Possibility on Amazon and it'll come up. It has a yellow cover. And or visit undertheclutter.com. As I said, my name is Jason Dombrow. I'm a 21-year professional organizer here in Los Angeles, helping people get unstuck from their stuff. My company is Under the Clutter. Visit us at undertheclutter.com. This is Ask the Organizer, and if you have any questions, please please come and throw a question in the chat or a topic that I can discuss, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have. Thank you so much for joining me this time, and we'll see you in about 2 weeks. Peace.